And it's Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services, Talking Business. We're in New York City today at the FinTech Connect North America Conference, great gathering of FinTech companies, bankers, and many providers. And we have a chance to meet a guest from the UK, and that is Toby Babb, and with Harrington Starr. Toby, great to see you. What's it like to be here in New York City today?
Always love being in New York City and love coming to these events as well. As you say, it's a superb day of speaking, hearing to loads of great people talking about some fascinating things that are shaping the markets right now.
Very good. And you've got two major activities. One, you have a recruiting service that you have performed, and you also do media. But first, tell us about your recruiting business.
So yeah, we're based out of London and New York, and an office out in Belfast as well. We focus on the financial technology space. I've been running for about 13 years. I've done 25 of it in the industry, and all based around financial technology. So it's an area which I think is fascinating at the moment. It's driving the economies all over the world, and there's loads going on. So it's a job I love doing.
Good. You told us, we talked a little bit in a session that you moderated, a little bit about the education necessary and qualifications to be in the fintech industry or the broader technology industry supporting banks and other insurance companies, all data-intensive businesses. What are some of the qualities you look for in your candidates for these companies?
Yeah, I think that there's obviously a strong technology element to it. We need people there who've got the skills to be able to do the jobs which they need to do. So we're talking about skills like Python, C#, software development and engineering skills. But alongside that, and I think as we get more and more technical, as we see more and more advances with AI, the actual strengths and skills that we really need to see are the softer human elements around it as well. So people who can combine that real strong technology understanding and combine it to an ability there to be able to translate that and talk about it in a human capacity, that's where the real gold lies.
Good, and I kind of look at also the broad organizational perspective, some people call it the enterprise, is managing data for a large organization, with all that's going on with changing technology, becoming digital and becoming mobile, but we all have the concern about cyber and fraud. What does it take now to manage a big, could be domestic, United States, UK, company, a bank, to be able to have the perspective to manage the data that institution holds on to?
Well, look, data is one of those things which we hear about all the time, isn't it? And we've seen a massive rise of the chief data officer recently. People are putting more and more attention to it, both from a protection element of it, of a defense play, but it's also an offense play as well. So how do we utilize data to make sure that we are cyber resilient? How do we utilize data to make sure we are robust as an industry, to make sure we're compliant with everything we're looking at? But then how also can we use data for good and make sure we're making better decisions and pushing that further forward? And I think both of those elements in tandem, there's so much development still to be had. Data is growing at an exorbitant pace at the moment, and the companies there who are really thinking about that and putting their data strategies together, their digital, combined with their digital strategies, they're the ones who are really going to win at the moment.
Very good. Now, you've been doing interviews at conferences like we do, and talking to industry leaders. How did you start your program? And it certainly looks like it's done very well.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, first and foremost, and I think we started off maybe 6-7 years ago. We bought a small camera and said, right, wouldn't it be cool to get user-generated content to make the stars, our clients the stars? We wanted to make sure that our day job is growing teams, but we also thought we could add more value by growing networks and growing brands. So that's helping our customers go out there and spread their gospel and take their message out to more people. So we invited people into our office pre-pandemic, had interviews with them on an ad hoc basis and just put them out via YouTube. That then developed when the world shut down in 2020. We thought we needed to have more connectivity. So we're doing 3 shows a week on FinTech Focus TV. We had 2 more with the DEI discussions talking about diversity in the space. And now we run 7 podcasts every single week across all of our group, helping people to share their stories and take them out. So we do it on Spotify and Apple and all of the various podcast things, and have my YouTube channel that sort of runs there as well. So it's a great way of us having a database of nearly 250,000 people and making sure they've got stuff that's valuable to them on a day-to-day basis, and make sure our clients have got areas there where we're helping to make them the stars of the show and help spread their message as well.
Make your clients the stars of the show. That's what it's all about. It's all about the guests. And one of the things we've been challenged with is just some people are reluctant to go on to do interviews or to do video, which we think is is very helpful in promoting a brand or a company, explaining just simply to people what they do. How do you get people over any shyness that they may have about going before a camera?
Well, I think that you know this as well as I do. If you can be there and make it easy for people, that's what they want to have. And we always try and make the show as conversational and as least pressured as possible. We'll edit where we need to edit, but I just want people to come in there and feel relaxed and make it a conversation. And the more we have that, there's people there who just would have it as their worst nightmare. They couldn't think of anything worse than being on camera. They couldn't think of anything worse than being suddenly under pressure of seeing this screen pointing back at them. But I think the more we do to make them feel relaxed, to enjoy it and have some fun with it, that's where we want to sit. So it won't be for everyone, but I think it's a great thing to be able to do.
Absolutely. I always say my goal is that the guest wants to do another interview with us someday down the road on another topic, and that's a sign that they were comfortable with the interview. Well, Toby, good to see you. What else do you have coming up this year?
Oh, there's always lots. So we've got 3 businesses in the group. We're going to expand all of those. We'll be coming back to New York fairly regularly. We think New York is the engine for growth for our group. We're so excited about the market in terms of where the staffing market is in the USA at the moment. So growth, and opportunity, and speaking to loads of interesting people and doing some cool things. So we're going to keep him busy.
Absolutely, Toby Babb, great to see you from Harrington Starr. Really need to be able to compare notes on what I think is a growing aspect of conferences is implementing video and connecting out to social media right from the conferences. Good to see you.
Ken, this won't be the last time we're on show together. Lovely to see you. Thanks very much.
Absolutely. Look forward to the next time. This is Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services.